Hi Taurus, how are you today? Shall we have a look at what's in the tarot? So what do Taurus need to know today? What do Taurus need to know very quickly? What does Taurus need to know today? 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 Very quickly, 3 cards plus some moonology. Wow. Don't you love it when tarot readers go, wow. Courage. Look at that. You can push up through any obstacle. You have the strength. Isn't it wonderful how daisies and mushrooms and all those plants, they look so delicate, yet they can crack through concrete. Amazing. I can't do that, but they can. That is truly the force of nature. So Taurians, what force of nature can you move mountains today? Wow, taking the courage to actually do so and believing, self-belief. That's incredible. I mean, look, that little daisy. Some of you might be saying, no, the seed fell in the crack. But I have seen toadstools push up tarmac before. It's incredible. So using this analogy, Taurians, what can we push up? What can we move? What can we push aside to allow ourselves to grow? And growing we are. Look at this, Taurians. You're flowering, you're blossoming, you're coming into your own being. So if you've been the type of person to have sat back in a situation and haven't come forth with not only your strength but your full capability, today is now to have a look at how that's manifesting, how your whole being is coming into effect. You can see on a mental level, Taurians, that the rebirth of the situation is here too. So pushing through a mental aspect and leaving it on the floor, so to speak, is now to aspire to a new look, a new outcome, a new beginning. So this is about when people have been coming at you in all angles mentally, and then you've been following them. Now is the time to say, whoa, I don't like that ideology or situation. I'm going to have the strength to push mountains and move in my own direction. So we'll just have a look in the moonology card about this a little bit further. I do like this pack because it consolidates what's been said. Right. Let's have a look. So, oh, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. So, everyone knows that expression. But if we look at this card, at the stone, it doesn't mean to say you're suppressed in the stone, you can rise above the stone. Let's look at this further. What did King Arthur do when he was young? He pulled the sword out of the stone. So this can mean that everything has a space and a time. So because the time may not have necessarily been right in the past, now is a time to move the atoms around a little bit and swim through the universe to get to where you're going. So in your situation, nothing is set in stone. There is no answer. But if you have the courage to move mountains in your situation, then you have got the intention. Once you have the intention to move through stuff, then it could be written in stone. Not stone, but you could manifest it. If you take the courage, rethink things, blossom in your own being, and then you can create with your choice to go through that. Well, I love that. I'm really excited for you. Do write in and tell me what's on your mind. Well, after you've moved away from that. Okay, lots of love to you. Take care. See you tomorrow.